talk to you fellas about something, and I don't want to make this video too long. Um, you know what? A friend of mine came to me and he said, "You got issues with women," and I said, "Yeah, I really do. I really do got issues with women. I'm telling you." And he was like, "Well, women are just more than just sex, you know." I said, "Okay, what more are they?" And the guy was like, "Well, yeah, they're companions. They could do this, they could do that, blah 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 blah." Okay, but then I asked him. I said, "Man, take away sex from a chick. Take away sex. Take away the pussy from between her legs, and see what you get. How useless are they when you take the pussy from between their legs?" He couldn't answer that question. He was like, "Well, I'm like, yeah, man. The only reason why a lot of men pursue women is what's between their legs, not because I want to talk to you, not because I want to fucking just be your friend. You take the pussy away and they have nothing. Okay. The other day I was doing Uber. I think it was about like a week ago or something like that. Picked up this really thick, like Indian woman. She was thick, but she was young. She was really young. She was like 21, 22, 23 or whatever. And she was just yapping and yapping, talking. Oh my God. And she's hanging out with this other white girl. She's hanging out with him. And she's all, "Oh my God, da 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 da." And I'm like, this bitch is thick as fuck, but I would tolerate her for one day if I could just have a piece of that fucking pussy and dump it off to the side after I'm done, because I don't want to hear her talk. You know what I mean? Like, after a while, that shit would get old, man. But she had a thick body like a black girl, man. I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, I was sitting there like, man, and then when she got out the car, finally, she wouldn't stop talking. She was talking nonstop. She got out the car, and I dropped her off at a destination, and I looked at that ass. She had them, man. I looked at that ass. She had these like jean booty shorts on, man, and you could see the bottom of her ass, and I'm like, man, and I'm looking at that shit. I had to take a second look on that one, man. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn. You know what I mean? I would like tolerate her fucking mouth. If I could fucking pound that motherfucking shit from the back at the end of the day. Because I was like, man, and the thing is, um, well, whatever was coming out of her mouth was totally useless. It had no substance. It had no meaning, no real true meaning. It was just a bunch of gibberish, you know what I mean? And I was like, whatever. If I had to fuck her, I'd be like, whatever, 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 whatever. And then start fucking her at the end of the night. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean? That's how it is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of pussy beggars and maginas, they think that women serve a purpose, and they think that women uh, can actually talk real sense and shit. You know what I'm saying? They really think that women are super intelligent and they can be your equal and all that bullshit. No, 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 no. That's not how things work. For the most part, women are illogical creatures that rely on men to create society for them. Okay, and at the same time, women are good for just passing on your genetic legacy. That's it. That's it. That's all what women are here for. is to pass on your genetic legacy to make more people. That's all it is. That's all they're here for. And men, we tolerate their bullshit. We get into relationships with these bitches, and we tolerate that bullshit until we can't tolerate it no more. Then we move on to the next bitch, and then we move on to the next bitch. Then we tolerate her and move on to the next bitch. You know, that's why when you see in the animal kingdom, right? That's when you see in the animal kingdom. I almost got talked tongue for a minute. That after the female lioness and the male lion get through fucking and have kids or whatever. After a while, the mom is not gonna want the male around no more. They're gonna kick him out. Either that or a new male comes along, destroys that lion and takes over his family, kills his cubs and whatever, and so she could have his cubs. So, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, my issues with women have been because of experience. See, the thing is, a lot of these YouTubers, they don't have experience with women. You should not be listening to these motherfuckers. Listen to motherfuckers who got real experience, who have been with women, who have had sex with women. So I see a lot of these motherfuckers, come up with these channels and they be having some weird ass shit on their channel. I'm like, this shit is weird as fuck. I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to this guy, man. He has no experience. He's probably listening to a bunch of Barbarossa videos and and listening to what he had to say, and then come along and have his own little shit. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been with a woman. You ain't never had no experience with a woman. Why are you on YouTube acting like you knowing what you've been? You know what I mean? Like, you ain't never been with a chick. So, I mean, I'm not gonna name any names because I talk about motherfuckers. They'll come around and start trolling and shit. But at least have some type of experience with a woman before you start some of these channels, because a lot of you motherfuckers are weird as fuck, man. Like, I be looking at these channels that's popping up, and these anti-women channels, and I'm like, man, that shit is weird. It just look like, dude, you ain't never had a fucking bitch in your whole entire life. And I have had at least 100 women in my lifetime. I'm still knocking them down. I done had I'm talking about sex. Relationship wise, I done had a few relationships. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I don't want a whole lot. Probably had about 2 or 3 girlfriends in my life. And they were kind of, and then some was short term, some was years. You know what I mean? I had one that was short term, and no, I had 2 short term relationships that lasted about a couple of years, and then I had one that was long term and lasted for about 7 years. So I got experience when it comes to women. I'm not up here just talking that bullshit, that talking that fucking jive and shit, talking about women this and women that, and don't have any type of fucking experience with women. I'm telling you motherfuckers through experience. Through experience. But anyway, it's time for me to get up out of here, man. I gotta go to the gym. I done lost about 6 or 7 pounds already. I'm feeling good. You guys have a good day. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment. I'm out.